And we are now back with Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age Struggle for Freedom. And here we're going to be fighting the Demon Wall. Again. Except we're not. Obviously I reloaded from the autosave file, just in case people are wondering. And I know it has been nearly a couple of weeks since I last uploaded another part of this, just because work and been job hunting like crazy, of course. I just couldn't really make the time, at least not for a while anyways, to get back to this. Hopefully I'll try to get back on track and produce a video for you all at least once a week. Now that I've definitely made the time for sure. So in today's video, we're going to be exploring at least some of Raithwall's tomb so far. And again, the goal is to get the Dawn Shard, which is King Raithwall's tomb's treasure. And I'm gonna let the cutscene basically just play itself out.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard. It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Yep, and that's just pretty much it. Pretty much you should say what I said a minute ago, except it took me less time to do so. The Waystone, this just takes you back to the beginning of the area in case you just need to backtrack for any reason at all. I only show it off here once just to kind of show you guys how Waystone works. Unless the mandatory path from one Waystone to another, I'm just going to try to cut out any unnecessary trips to involving using Waystones, or at least I'll try to the best I can. But basically here, we're going to be exploring both sides of the map as best we can. Because there are two different ways here. Technically, you can take on the Demon Wall if you are not able to defeat the first one, if you so choose to. And the thing is, though, if you do try to take on the first Demon Wall, if you can't kill it in time, just like what happened to me last time, it will be a game over. So unless you're the type of person that really likes to go out of the way and grind, you know, and then take it on afterwards, I don't recommend you do it. Or I think you could do it at any point you like at that point, because once you beat both Demon Walls, and all you really have to do is just claim the reward, and that reward, I believe, from the vanilla Zodiac Age was a Scathe mode, which is one, and Scathe is one of the strongest spells in the game. As far as some of you may already be aware of this, but FF12 is coming to the Switch, and they actually added a brand new feature where you can actually change your jobs pretty much any time. From what I've read online, all you would really have to do is just join Montblanc's guild, and then once you join his guild, you would be given the option to change, let's say for example, from knight to black mage, or from monk to archer, or and so on and so forth. That way, you don't have to feel like as if your choice because in the PS4 re-release of the game, your choices do matter because whichever class you pick, you're permanently stuck with that class. So you really have to rack your brain onto which would be best suited for who. However, in the Switch version, you can switch them out as much as you like. So, I think the good thing about that, if I want to play, I mean, I'll play both sides of the fence there. On the one hand, it's a good thing because you don't have to regret any decision you've made. Because if you pick a class and maybe you don't feel like it's working out for that character, you can always just switch it out to something a bit more suited for them. Or if you're like the type of person that likes to mix and match classes and then just give them different roles at all times, and that can be another thing. You spice up your party sets quite a bit. However, though, it also takes away a bit of the challenge to what the PS4 version offered, and that challenge was you want to pick the right class that's best suited for them, and then stick with that class all the way through. So I guess in the way the Switch version made things a little less challenging, that may or may not be a turnoff for some, but I don't think personally it's a deal breaker for me. Plus I have a pre-order on my Switch right now, so I think that'll be pretty good. It's still the same game. It's still the same game from like point A to point B. You know, they might have updated They might have updated the graphical style of the game, and probably offer like better lighting and shading. But you know, the same thing happened with Final Fantasy X actually, and that's being ported to Switch. It's gonna come out next month as well. And what's interesting about that one is 10 has updated textures, shading, so basically a graphical update to make it even better than before. What else? One thing that kind of got me sold on getting 10's Switch port is that now the expert grid can make you even stronger than the previous one. So I'm looking forward to messing around with that and see how well and how far I can go with it. Certainly one thing's for sure though. FF10, Final Fantasy X, I've always thought was a good game. Is it one of my all-time favorites? Probably not, but I do praise the game for its turn order battle system and its soundtrack. The story is fine. Voice acting, well, it had its moments, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, pretty much other than that, you also had Final Fantasy VII, and that is going to be out for the Switch very soon. 9's already out. And 9, from what I've heard, is pretty much, I think, the PC version of it. Which is something you can also get on your PlayStation 4 if you're ever interested in that. Pretty much other than that, the only other thing I ever did today was, well, at the time of this recording anyways, a couple hours have already passed, and Nintendo have already announced a lot of their indie games coming this spring, if not this summer. You know, the likes of Katana Zero, Rad, your friend Pedro, which I thought looks fucking ridiculous. And of course you also got Darkwood is also gonna be coming out as well. And then you also happen to have the Cannons of Hyrule, which is basically, I think, I know it's a spin-off of another indie game that I was just watching. I just don't remember off the top of my head. I think it was Necro Dance or something like that. I'm just gonna look it up very quick. So, just give me a moment here. Crypt of the Necro Dancer is what it was called. Yeah, it's basically Crypt of the Necro Dancer, but with Zelda characters in it, Link and Zelda. Which I probably will try out for sure, because even though I might not have played every single Zelda game, I do own a number of them. I mean, at some point I'll get around them for sure, because my first Zelda game was Link to the Past when I first rented it in the 90s, and then I played quite a bit of Ocarina of Time before. I mean, and those are good games for sure. And those are definitely good games for sure. But yeah, pretty much back to this game for a moment though. Pretty much here, there are some switches you have to pull here in order to advance the next part of the dungeon there. I'm just doing both sides. I believe it, yeah, because it's required to do so, because otherwise you can't proceed to the altar. But there are some switches by the waystones, and you can use the waystones if you want to backtrack towards the room where you can find the map. So that way, if you don't feel like exploring out this whole hallway, which, you know, looking at this now, in hindsight, I probably should have, so I would have cut down a lot of the grinding that I'm doing right now. But it's also give you guys a chance to see what it looks like and see if you find any use to, you know, just have another particular grind spawn in case you want to get ready for the Esper boss that'll be coming up in a little bit. Because the undeads do spawn quite a bit, and you can also get a nice amount of loot there. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm a bit tired today. Just basically just a pretty long morning for me so far. Gotta use up the handkerchief there. There we go. Oh yeah, another thing I also read about 12's Switch port that's gonna be coming out soon is that there's gonna be a new and improved New Game Plus, where unlike the PS4 version, your items and your money from your first file is gonna carry over to New Game Plus. So, say if you have like all end game equipment and whatnot, then you're gonna get it immediately at the start. Okay, excuse me. Look, because at that point you already achieved everything. You probably would have already achieved everything that there was to achieve. Which also makes me wonder if the dummied out items that you can get via glitch, what I guess RNG trick. I wonder if the dummied out items are going to make some kind of an appearance, or is this going to be a patched thing where you're not going to be able to get it anymore, or if you do, you have to meet some other certain crazy condition in order to get it, or something like that. Yeah, I'm curious about how the Switch port is going to turn out. Alright, just killing some more enemies here. Still running around. Alright, the Raithwall, I guess I can talk about them a little bit since there's not much going on at the moment. These monsters like to use the oil, fire, self-destruct combo. I believe self-destruct in this game, you guys may have already caught that a couple times before, but I believe self-destruct in this game, causes oil. And then if you don't heal it, and you go up against another explosive like enemy, fire is just going to do way more damage. Oh yeah, another treasure you can get here, actually now I just remembered about Raithwall's tomb, is the blood sword. It can inflict sap, which can drain an enemy's health really quickly. And I'm sorry, I just have a quick phone call I need to attend to. I'll be right back. Oh, you actually get soon then? Alright, then, I'll help you. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm afraid my commentary is going to have to come to an end really early. But the rest of the video is still going to be playing from this point forth. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next part. And I promise I'll try to be a little bit more consistent than I normally am. Like I said, I've had a lot of stuff going on, you know, IRL stuff, and I mean, I admit I wasn't really consistent with posting these videos out as much as I would like to. But that's just it's just a habit I just need to start getting back into, considering that I've been kind of relaxing a bit, you know, a bit too much. I mean, aside from working, of course. I've also just been a little bit, you know, I don't want to say burned out from doing anything as far as uploading videos, but I've also been awaiting an FFT Arena live stream. Well, I've also been holding off on doing those lately, is because I'm still waiting for the 1.43 patch to be coming out, whenever that will be. So that's why activity as far as arena vids I normally do on a rather weekly basis has been cut short for a while as well. So, and I don't want to keep posting the same type of tournament patch over and over. I'd rather wait for the new one to come out so we can all see something fresh and new. So yeah, that's the only other thing I can bring up other than that. So again, until then, thank you once again for tuning in this video. I hope you all continue to stick around and check out the rest of my playthrough, because this is far from over. Certainly far from over.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.